Welcome all of you in online lecture series of digital electronics and logic design. So today we will see the K-map for POS type equations. Okay, so up till now we have seen the K-map that is used for the sum of product type of equation. Now in this lecture we are going to discuss about the simplify the POS equation by using the K-map. Okay, so again in case of POS type K-map, we have to draw different types of K-map, like 2 variable K-map, 3 variable K-map, then 4 variable K-map. Okay, so again the rules that is used in the K-map that is used for SOP type of equation, that is also applicable for the POS type. So let us consider the first 2 variable K-map. So we will see here 2 variable K-map. Okay, so for 2 variable K-map we want 4 square boxes. So here I will draw the 4 square boxes, and here 2 variable which indicates the 2 literal. Let us consider the literals are A and B. So here I will show the literal A and B. So this value is 0 1, this is 1 0. Now in our last lectures we studied that if we have a POS type of equation, POS indicates it is product of sum. That time 0 will indicates what? 0 will indicates the original value, or it may be called as a non-complemented form, and 1 will indicates what? Complement. Okay, that is actually it is opposite to that is used in the SOP type of equation. So here, so this 1 and 0 is the values of A, and this 0 and 1 is the values of B. Sorry, here also the sequence is 0 1 0 1 0 1. Okay, so this side will indicate the value of A, and this side will indicate the value of B. So we are considering the POS equation. So here I will also write the values. So A will indicate 0 will indicate what? It is A, and 1 will indicate its A bar. Okay, depends on this structure. 0 is original value and 1 is the complemented form. So these values are the values of B. So if the B equal to 0 means it is B, and if B equal to 1 means what? It is B bar. Okay, now in this square box we have to write the values. We have to write the sum term. Okay, here we have to write the sum term. In case of SOP we will write the product term here. We will get the product for row value and the column value. So now here we will write the sum form, or we will form what? The sum term here from the row value and column value. So the row value is A plus column value is B. So this term is what? A plus B. Now for this square box the row value is what? A, and the column value is what? B bar. So this is A plus B bar. This square box will indicate value what? The row value is A bar and the column value is B, A bar plus B, and here the row value is A bar plus the column value is B bar. Okay, so in this way we will find out the sum term for each square boxes. Hmm? Same, suppose if we consider the 3 variable. Okay, so for 3 variable, 2 raised to 3, that is equal to 8. So we need to draw the 8 square boxes. This is first, second, third, fourth, total 8. So for 3 variable we will draw the K-map in 2 ways. So this is one of the way to draw the K-map for 3 variables. So here suppose I will write first, it's a 3 variable K-map. So let us consider the input literals are A and on this side BC. These values are 0, 1. This is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Okay. So here we have to write what the sum terms, like this. So this A will indicates what? It's what? 0 will indicates the original value of variable, that is A. 1 indicates the complemented value of input, that is A bar. Here suppose 1 0, 1 0, these all are the values of BC. So 1 0 will indicates what? It's B bar plus C. B bar and 0, that is C. So like this we will find out all the values and then we will put here this all values. Okay. So the other way to write or to draw the K-map, for example, suppose we have a truth table and from the truth table we want to draw what? This K-map. Then that time you can draw it by using the max term form. So again we studied that in case of SOP equation, from the mean term we will write the K-map. Here also it is possible to write the K-map using max term. So where is the location of max term inside your K-map? So that is, the sequence is like here, capital M will indicates what? It's a max term. Now 3 variables are there, so we will get total 8 max terms, M0 to M7. So this is what? M0. Here remember that the capital M will indicate the max term, small m will always indicate what? The mean term. M0, M1, here M2, this is M3, then M4, M5, M6, M7, like this. Let us we will cross check it, either it is correct or not. Suppose 3 variables are there, A, B, C. So this is possible values are 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, then 0, 1, 1, 1, double 0. We will take the values up to here. The last value is up to what? 1, 1, 1. Just for cross checking purpose we will take 2 or 3 values only. So here how to find out the max term? Here you need to indicate these terms in decimal form, like 0, this is 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 7. So max term is the term which is in the form of POS, product of sum. So in product of sum, 0 will indicate the original value. So this is what? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 means what? It is A plus B plus C, and that is what? M0. This decimal value, that is referred as a M0. Then this is A plus B plus C bar, that is M1. For the 2 it is a plus b bar plus c, that is m2. Okay, we will take just 3 values only for cross checking purpose. Now let us see m0 means what? You can see here the row value is a. Here we have to write what? The product term. So I will write the product term for this square box, that is row values a plus column values are b plus c. A plus b plus c, m0, that is a plus b plus c. So here we have verified that it is correct term. For suppose m2, m2 the terms are a plus b bar plus c. Let us check either it is correct or not. So for this square box we have to write the sum term. So the row value is a plus column value is b bar plus c. So m1 is m2 is what? A plus b bar plus c. So that is also correct. So in this way we will also cross verify either these terms are correct or not. Okay, so by remembering this max term format you can also write the K-map. Okay. Okay, now we will take one example, that is function of a b c. Okay, that is equal to a plus b plus c bar plus d into a bar plus b plus c bar plus d bar into a bar plus b plus c bar plus d into a plus b plus c plus d. Now this equation we have to simplify by using the K-map. Okay, so for this first we need to find out the how many literals are there. First you need to check whether the equation is in standard POS form or not. So as you can see here, these are the sum terms and we have taken the product. So this is in POS form, product, this is product of sum terms. So it is in POS form. So each sum term, these are the sum terms 1, 2, 3 and 4. So all the sum terms contain all literals. Then we will say that it is a standard POS form. So in first sum term 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 literals are there. Here also 4 literals here, and for last sum term also have a 4 literals. So all the sum terms consist of all literals in it complemented form or uncomplemented form. So that's why the equation is in standard SOP form. So it is possible to simplify the equation using the K-map. So how many literals are there here? Total 4 literals. So 2 raised to 4, that is equal to 16. So we require a 4 variable K-map and 16 square boxes have to draw. So I will draw the four variable K-map here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So here I will take the two variable AB and here CD. Values are 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. Okay. Now in this case, so those sum terms are present in your equation. On that location you have to put 0. Remember that wherever these terms are present you need to put 0 here. In POS we need to put what? 0 in K-map. In case of ESOP, we seen that we have to put 1 in the square boxes for those product terms are present. So here those sum terms are present in your equation, you need to put a 0. Okay, so AB C bar D. So this is AB, A plus B and C bar plus D. So A plus B is means we have to select this. We need to select this row, that is A plus B, and where is the C bar plus D? C bar plus D, that is this is C bar plus D. Okay, for the simplification purpose we can also write the values here, C bar and this is C bar plus D, this is C bar D bar, this is C plus D bar, the plus sign is there, and this is CD, C plus D. Here this is A plus B, A plus B bar, A bar plus B bar, and A bar plus B. So all the values I have written here. So A plus B, so we need to select this row, and where is the C bar plus D? C bar plus D means here, so here we need to put 0. Okay, here we need to put 0. In this way you can also put the values, or you can also put the values by converting the equation into the max term form. So for max term form, what you need to do, so this equation is in POS form, so it is possible to write the binary values. So bar will indicate what it is 1. Here the bar is not there, means B value is 0. Here C bar will indicate value is 1, and this is D bar, that will indicate the value is what, 1. Okay, 1 0 1 1. This value is 1 0 1 1. So by using 8421 format, 8421 format, you can convert it into what, decimal value. So here 4 is present, sorry 4 is absent, and these 3 terms are present, means that is 8 plus 2 10 plus 1 11, 8 plus 2 10 plus 1 11. So that is the code for 11. So for M11, for M11 square box we need to put 0. So if we numbered it in the form of a max term, that is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, this is 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 and 15. So M11, where is M11 for this location? So for this location we need to put 0. So if we check the row value, that is A bar plus B, and the column value is C bar plus D. So A bar plus B, C bar plus D. So that is again correct. In any way you can put the values inside the K-map, okay, by using either a max term form, or you can directly put the terms. Where the term is present you need to put 0. Okay, next A bar plus B, where is A bar plus B? A bar plus B, this is last last row we have to select, and C bar plus D, again C bar plus D is this one. So here we will put 0. M10 is term is there, so if we write the values, it is 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0, that is 8 plus 2, that is equal to M10. Again the M10 we can put here 0. Okay, A B C D. Okay, A B means this first row, and C D the first column, here we need to put 0. Okay, and remaining all the square boxes having the values as a 1 1 1 1. Okay, in this way we can put the values inside your K-map. Okay, then Again, how to solve this K-map? Use the same rules that we have discussed for the SOP type of equation. So here also we need to perform a grouping of zeros. In case of SOP, in case of SOP, we will form what? Grouping of 1. Grouping of 1. In case of POS, what we need to do? Grouping of zeros. SOP equation, we need to form a grouping of 1, and for POS equation we need to form a grouping of zeros. You need to remember these 2 points. Okay, so here if we see that these two zeros are adjacent to each other. Okay, these two zeros are adjacent to each other, so here internal grouping is formed. Again, if you see this 0 and this 0, these two zeros are also adjacent to each other. These two zeros are also adjacent to each other, but they are externally they are externally adjacent. So our first priority is given to what? The internal grouping. So we will form the grouping of these two zeros. Okay, if grouping of two zeros are there, then we will say that it is a pair. So here we will get the pair. What we get here, the pair. Okay, then consider this 0. Okay, so if we see there are two zeros are adjacent. One, this 0 is adjacent to this 0 as externally, and this 0 is also adjacent to this 0. They are also externally adjacent. But now which one have to select in this case? Which one have to be select? So again, according to the rules, so first we need to check whether the internal pairing is formed or internal grouping is formed. Here the internal zeros are not adjacent, so we have to consider about the external grouping. So there is no possibility of internal, so we go through what? The external pairing. So for external pairing there are two possibilities. Either we can group what? These two zeros, or we can group these two zeros. But according to our rules, what we can say, if non-overlapping pair is formed, then it should be given to the highest priority. For the non-overlapping pair, we should give to the higher priority. Okay, and if non-overlapping is not possibility, then we have to go towards what? The overlapping. So if we group this 0 with this 0, then the overlapping grouping is formed. Okay, here if we group these two zeros, then the overlapping grouping is formed. And if we group this 0 with this 0, then this is what? The non-overlapping. So we have to go through this second case, where we will group these two zeros externally without overlapping. Okay, so this is what? Our second pair. Here also the two zeros are grouped, so that's why it is pair. So how to write the equation for this pair? So for this we need to write the row value. That is what? For this pair we will write row value is a bar plus b plus. From this two column we need to find out the common factor. Common is 1 1 1 1 1 will indicate the value is what? C bar plus C bar. So that is the equation for this pair. For the second pair, the row value is a plus b plus, common between these two, this 0 is common. Left hand side 0 is common, and that is the value of what? D. So that is D. So the final equation, function of ABC, that is equal to a plus b plus d into a bar plus b plus c bar. If we simplify this equation using the algebraic simplification method, you can also get this equation, but the algebraic simplification method for this example will require the too many steps. Okay, here we will directly write the reduce instruction by using the K-map. So that is what the advantages of K-map. Okay, so now if you having any doubts regarding to this topic, you can ask me personally on my WhatsApp number, or you can also write in the comment section. And for this lecture we will stop here. Okay, so thank you.